In the realm of supercars, the name Lamborghini already commands awe. It is a brand that sells drama, speed, and uncompromising excess. Yet, for a privileged few, the factory-built masterpiece is merely the canvas. This is not simply a Lamborghini Revuelto. This is the 2025 Mansory Lamborghini Revuelto. It is a machine that takes the already audacious plug-in hybrid V12 flagship and pushes it beyond the limits of factory restraint. It is a vehicle crafted for those who believe that subtlety is a four-letter word. It is a one-of-one declaration of power, wealth, and unadulterated spectacle. Welcome to the absolute extreme. When Mansory gets their hands on a new Lamborghini, they don't just offer an aesthetic package, they initiate a complete transformation. They call this program the Initiate, and it is their first endeavor with Lamborghini's new hybrid V12 architecture. Every single change here, from the aerodynamics to the performance figures, is designed to enhance the vehicle's dominance both visually and dynamically. Let's start with the visuals, because this is where Mansory demands attention. The entire front fascia is redesigned. The factory bumper is replaced with a wider, lower, and more aggressive carbon apron that features massive new side flaps and ducts. It's all visible, exposed forged carbon, a key Mansory signature that shimmers and catches the light in a way that regular weave simply cannot. The goal here is dual purpose: to increase downforce on the front axle for better high-speed stability and to channel more cooling air into the radiators. The new bonnet itself is a sculpted piece of art, featuring deep vents that scream performance, even if the engine sits behind you. Moving along the side, the factory side skirts are gone, replaced by dramatically sculpted carbon sills with integrated air deflectors. These not only continue the flow of the exposed carbon, but are functionally designed to guide air toward those massive rear air intakes feeding the twin-turbo V12. And look at the wheels. These are Mansory's exclusive FV.10 fully forged wheels. They retain the aggressive staggered fitment of the factory Revuelto, growing to 21 inches up front and a colossal 22 inches in the rear, wrapped in sticky, high-performance rubber. The design is complex, dynamic, and fills those wheel arches perfectly, underlining the sheer muscularity of the stance. The rear is where the visual engineering reaches its peak. Mansory has completely replaced the rear diffuser. It is monstrous, deeper, sharper, and featuring more aggressive strakes than the factory unit. This design is critical for managing the high-velocity air flowing from underneath the car, ensuring maximum underbody downforce. Above that, the standard wing is supplanted by a massive, fixed, performance rear wing, also rendered in exposed carbon. The combination is unmistakable. It's a road-legal race car draped in bespoke luxury materials. And in true Mansory style, there's an element of showmanship. The rear diffuser often includes custom lighting or an illuminated Mansory logo, just in case anyone missed the name. The exterior is a masterclass in aggressive, performance-focused luxury tuning. The standard Revuelto is a marvel. A naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 combined with 3 electric motors to produce 1,015 horsepower. It is already a magnificent chorus of Italian engineering. But Mansory believes there is always more to be extracted. Mansory's engineers focused their attention on the internal combustion heart, the legendary V12. Through careful ECU tuning and, critically, the introduction of a completely bespoke, high-performance rear muffler system with integrated flap control, they managed to raise the V12's individual output. The combined system power now sits at a breathtaking 1,070 PS, about 1,055 horsepower. The electric components remain untouched, a smart move, preserving the responsiveness and flawless integration Lamborghini engineered. But the V12 is louder, sharper, and delivers more brute force. The sound is utterly feral. While the stock Revuelto, constrained by modern regulations, is sometimes criticized for lacking the pure shock value of the old Aventador, the Mansory exhaust rips that sonic curtain away. It is a metallic, high-pitched scream as the V12 races towards its 9,250 RPM redline. The pop and crackle on the overrun are amplified, and the note is simply denser, carrying further and hitting harder. And yet, this 1,070 horsepower hypercar can still glide silently through a city center in pure electric drive mode. The 3.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack allows for a small electric range, making this arguably the most versatile track day monster ever created. You can unleash a furious roar on the highway, then whisper through your neighborhood on electric power. This duality, the sheer, unbridled V12 violence, coupled with silent electric capability, is what makes the Mansory Revuelto such a fascinating machine. The increased power and the added downforce from the massive wing and diffuser translate directly to the driving dynamics. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 0 to 62 miles per hour drops to a physics-defying 2.4 seconds, and the top speed pushes past 354 kilometers per hour or 220 miles per hour. The added aerodynamic grip makes the already agile Revuelto feel even more glued to the tarmac. Mansory has sharpened the weapon without fundamentally altering its brilliant hybrid-driven balance. If the exterior is the declaration, the interior is the signature. The factory Revuelto interior, while complex and driver-focused, is subject to Lamborghini's standard options. A Mansory interior, however, is subject only to the customer's imagination and budget.
The level of personalization here is virtually limitless. The vehicle we are in showcases a dramatic Nero Aid and Rosso Mars black and red theme, covering nearly every surface. The standard leather is replaced with bespoke, buttery soft hides, often featuring intricate stitching patterns specific to the client. The headliner is plush Alcantara. Even the seat belts are often custom-colored to match the extravagant trim. Mansory uses their renowned carbon fiber interior package. You'll find it replacing standard plastic or leather on the door sills, the center console, the steering wheel spokes, and the surrounding bezel of the instrument cluster. It's a relentless use of high-tech material that constantly reminds you that you are sitting inside a machine engineered for speed. Look at the bespoke touches. For one particular client, an F1 driver, Mansory relocated the start button from the center console up to the headliner, creating a bespoke fighter jet-like experience every time the V12 fires up. Other clients request personal logos or specific monograms embroidered onto the door panels, transforming the cabin into a truly private lounge. While the trim is custom, the digital backbone remains the same, and it's a technological marvel. The triple-screen setup, the driver's cockpit, the central vertical control tablet, and the dedicated passenger display ensure every occupant is connected to the vehicle's immense complexity. The passenger can monitor speed, G-forces, and performance data, reinforcing the collaborative high-performance experience. The steering wheel is a technological masterpiece, feeling more like a yoke from an aerospace simulator than a car. It features the 4 drive mode rotors, controlling the 13 different driving modes, allowing the driver to instantly switch from the silent Cita hybrid mode to the track-focused Corsa race mode, which unleashes the full 1,070 PS. Mansory often finishes this wheel with custom leather, Alcantara, and carbon fiber to enhance the tactile experience. Despite the extreme customization, the Revuelto remains more comfortable and surprisingly livable than its predecessor, the Aventador. There's more headroom, more legroom, and even a small usable storage area behind the seats. Minor details that make the difference between a garage queen and a hypercar that can actually be driven. The Mansory Revuelto is a study in philosophy. It exists at the boundary of automotive taste, challenging the notion that a hypercar must be built to the strict dictates of the factory. It is a custom suit tailored with hyper-aggressive, almost belligerent style. Mansory has always catered to the client who owns the best, but needs their best to be demonstrably better, demonstrably different. They take a car that is already exclusive, a car with a six-figure price tag and years-long waiting list, and inject it with a bespoke, turbocharged confidence. Every modification, while visually extreme, serves a purpose: better downforce, better cooling, and a more potent roar from the V12. The result is a vehicle that is measurably faster, aerodynamically sharper, and visually incomparable. It is the apex predator of the hypercar world, reimagined and re-engineered to be louder, bolder, and more outrageously exclusive than anything else on four wheels. It is not just a car, it is an event, a declaration, and a thunderous roar in the face of automotive subtlety. The 2025 Mansory Lamborghini Revuelto, the ultimate statement of excess perfected.